Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, I'm going to be showing you what I got from my Ulta and Sephora and Huda and Sigma. This is going to be collective haul unboxing, and I kind of wanted to give you right away an overview because I'm going to be talking about all these things. We're going to be opening everything, possibly swatching. These were on my wish list for a very long time. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Please like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Before we get into this, I wanted to mention one thing. This is not everything. I have another one box coming from Huda Beauty. More palettes, more surprises. And I just wanted to say that majority of these palettes, they have been on my wish list for this whole entire year, and I especially waited for this crazy holiday season. Then there are so many sales going on, and I took advantage of that, and that's why you see so many all at once. All right, let's go ahead and start with this beauty right here, which is a Natasha De Nona Sunset palette. I went ahead and unpackaged everything already, you guys, so it will be easier for me to show you. Beautiful leather, like bronzy packaging. Then you open it, full-size mirror right here, and then this was pretty cool portion. So this insert that has shade names on them stitched into here. You've never seen this in palettes, and it folds like this easily in half, and here you have it. Beautiful warm color story. I love it. I can't wait to dig into it. Then I went ahead and picked up the Naughty by Huda Beauty. Ta-da! Plastic packaging, full-size mirror, and then this is a color story. I absolutely love this. I'm a neutrals lover. I can never have enough neutral palettes. I want to literally have them all. This is just me in a box here. I can see myself using this every single day. This is the shade that freaked everybody out. I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm just gonna leave it as is because I already tried it in the Rose Quartz palette. I know that there's literally just no use to this shade. That's my personal humble opinion. So I'm just gonna leave it untouched. The next thing is this box. This is basically a holiday fragrance sample bundle. Whole entire box of samples of most popular new-ish perfumes. There are 17 sample perfumes here, and then you have a perfume atomizer. So here you have a $15 off of a $40 or more purchase of any featured scents in this box. So whatever you like, if you want a full size, you can use this coupon towards a larger size. I buy this every year, you guys. You probably have seen it in my last year's unboxing. I like this. I think it's really handy. I know that they have like several options of these, usually like 2, 3. They even have like the ones for men, and I really think this is a good way to try a perfume, or if you are on the go, if you like to have like a something in your purse all the time, or if you just like go out and have something small in your clutch, or if you travel a lot and you don't want to like drag all these large bottles of perfumes with you. One thing that I wanted to say is that whenever they launch, they come out pretty early, I think in November, and then they always go on sale, guys. I got this on 50% off. It was already pretty affordable. However, I got this, I think like for $15 or something like this for the whole entire thing. I picked up Side by Side Nude Palette from Nabla. I only have one Nabla palette till this point. Full-size mirror. And then you have this neutral color story, some shimmers, some mattes. I do like Nabla formula. I do like the size 16 pan palettes. That's not too big for me, and it's pretty compact size too. So I love the color story. I like that we have like grays, like cooler tones here, and then some a little bit like true neutrals and warmer neutrals, like deeper selection of the deeper tones. This is just something that I like, and I like this gold and rose gold shimmer. So there's a little bit of variety here. I haven't watched any reviews on this palette at all, so this is like literally like a brand new item to me. Then I picked up the Dreamy 2, the Mystic palette by Nabla. Also has a mirror, and this is what the color story looks like. There are quite a good amount of shimmers, and they seem to be like more in like a deeper tone. Bronzy, burgundy, I see this purple and like bluish tone, and as the color story is a little bit like deeper than I'm used to, or like I usually get to go towards. And then I also picked up the Dreamy palette, and super cute packaging. Look at this is what we have inside. There's a mirror, and then we have this color story, kind of like this mauvey purplish, very romantic. This is definitely something that I like to wear on every day, a little bit more on the cooler side. Kind of gives me a little bit of a vibe of a rose quartz palette. Not exact, of course. I really like this at a first glance. Let's go ahead and continue with Nabla. So I have 3 mini palettes. Let's go ahead and get to the coral one. Outside packaging, you just kind of push the sleeve off of it. I'm not sure what this means here. It says number 2, and then these signs, all of them have it, and I will show you the other ones in just a little bit. It's a little bit like a thicker palette. It's magnetic, it has a mirror, and this is the color story. I love these shades. I love that there's like depth in this palette. I don't mind 6-pan palettes. I just always look for depth. Whenever there's a smaller palette, I like to have maybe like a medium tones and a deeper tone that you can create the depth, you can create the lighter looks and the variety of shimmers. Whenever I think of a 6-pan palette or like any smaller palette, I like this type of variety. So this is one of the reasons why I actually wanted this palette so bad, because the tones are so romantic and you can grunge them up and just make them a little smoky. And then just a variety of tones here, you can definitely create at least 5 looks out of this palette, if not more. The next palette I have here is the Cutie palette Platinum. Came in this clear packaging. Again, you guys see it says number 3, and then this. I don't know if you know what that means, please let me know, because I'm like so confused. I have no idea what's going on here. And then the packaging is really cute. I like the design. Nabla is an Italian indie brand, so all the palettes are made in Italy. They have 18 months shelf life, and it's a cruelty-free brand and 100% vegan. There's a mirror, and here's a color story. These Nabla palettes also contain pigments and shadows, almost kind of like Juvia's Place vibe here. The next Cutie palette is the Analog palette. This says number 7 on it. It has like a tape picture. Same concept here. Warmer brown tone. This is like a satin brown. This is a gold tone. I'm not sure why my camera washes this out, but this is very much gold here in person. You guys can see the shift. So this is in person pretty much gold. This color is totally a duochrome, if not triochrome. Coral, pink, gold shift to it. It's so beautiful. And this one is gold. For some reason here, the camera doesn't pick up the gold. It looks almost white. And these 2 shades right here, on camera, they almost look like they're the same, but they're not. There's completely different depth. Those were all my Nabla palettes. This is the palette that, oh my god, so many people talked about. This is Jungle Lights by Flower Beauty. My first Flower Beauty item, you guys. I just realized that I literally never tried anything from this brand. This is beautiful, you guys. These are really large pans. I want to swatch them. They feel so creamy. What? It definitely has thickness to it. There's definitely texture. This also kind of looks a little bit glittery. Let's go ahead and swatch a different one. They feel soft on touch. Wow. Okay, I see you, Flower Beauty. This is fully pigmented, foiled, has some thickness to it. This was a little glittery. This is not. Here on the bottom, I got a Vault from Sigma Beauty. It came in this box, and there was also a top for this. So I got 3 palettes: Ambience, Warm Neutrals, and Cordurosa. Let's start with the Ambience. Beautiful packaging. This is glitter. On top, it has texture. When you open it, this is what the palette looks like. It's fully neutral. I already spoken about Sigma quality eyeshadow palettes in my full eyeshadow palette collection and declutter video, which I'll have this tagged for you guys. I love Sigma quality. It's definitely different from any other eyeshadow formula that I have in my collection, and I also find this brush is really useful. Here's the Warm Neutrals, deeper, warmer, rosy, burgundy brownish tones here. The last one from Sigma is a Cordurosa palette, and this is so romantic. Pinks, lighter shades here, and then we do have some depth going on here with this and this shade. Yeah, beautiful romantic palette. Let's go to this corner. I'm going to show you a few of the accessories that I picked up. Let's just break it down a little bit from makeup here. I picked up a few packs of nails here. This is by Kiss. I like Kiss press-on nails. They are good quality. They fit my nail bed, so I picked up something that's a little bit grungy. This is a long style, 28 nails here, black matte, black and white marble, and the gold glitter ones. And this one I've wanted for so long. This is a Jelly Fantasy. It has rhinestones on them, beautiful design, really girly, I love it. So then Easy Bake Loose Powder, I got mine in the shade Cupcake. It was sitting in my wish list for so long and I just finally picked it up. Let's talk about these two because I have some thoughts. These were recently launched. I think there were more of them. I'm not sure how many. I picked up Winter Rose and Frosted Sequoia. This is the outside packaging, black matte, clean looking, very much reminds me of NARS as well. The palettes look like this, pretty much the same. The names are here, the brand name. When you open it, there's a small mirror and then there's little insert here that has the shade names. This is a Winter Rose palette and this is Frosted Sequoia. They're kind of similar palettes, however, they're completely different. This has some rosy undertones here, and this one is a little bit more on the brownie side, and the shimmers are different. So I didn't want to try all of them. I specifically picked these two because they were different. I do notice that these two brown tones, they're a little bit similar. However, if you look closer, they are not the same shades, and by shade names, they're also not the same. This one is more of like a neutral matte brown. This one has like slightly reddish undertone in it. Like I'm most probably sure they will look the same on the eyes. I've tried Lorac formula in the past and I liked it. It's a really good soft blendable formula and also buildable. The shimmers are absolutely beautiful. Kind of reminds me of Anastasia Beverly Hills a little bit, kind of like in that department. The specific things about these small palettes, you guys, these were $15, but they're so small. I did not think they're gonna be this tiny. This is almost like an embarrassingly small size. $15 for them because I think it's still too expensive. One is the size of my nail, like even smaller than that. Then I also got a Luxe First Class Lash Mascara by Lorac. This brush made out of natural bristles has this oval shape and claims to be curling your lashes and lengthening. Then I also picked up a brow pencil from Huda in the shade Neutral Blonde number 2, and this is the one that launched this year, and it has a spoolie on one side. This seems to be a good shade. It's kind of like that neutral blonde. I just pressed on it and then it broke already. You can do very thin lines with it, but I'll be trying it on the eyes. We'll see how that works. Then I also picked up this two complexion products by Lancome. This is a Tint Idole Ultra Wear Sunscreen Broad Spectrum 15 foundation, and then also Tint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealers. I want to try this for you guys on camera. Then I picked up these two products are repurchases. This is a dry shampoo, even NYC. I've already tried this before, but it was in a different packaging. They repackaged this. I like this. This smells amazing, and this doesn't irritate my scalp. The skin on my scalp is really sensitive to all these like dry shampoos. It gets irritated by literally everything, and this one didn't, so I repurchased it this time. I usually do not try to experiment because if my scalp gets irritated, then it's like stays irritated for a week or two, so it's super annoying and uncomfortable. So I would repurchase what works. So it did work last time for me, and that's why it's here again. This is also repurchase. I just ran out of my other one literally like maybe a week or so ago, and I saw this on sale. I repurchased it immediately at Ulta. This is a triple 32 pure hairspray from Redken. The reason why I like it is because it does have a good hold, even though it says it's extreme high hold. I wouldn't say it's extreme. It still gives you flexibility for your hair, but it has a good hold. However, it also keeps my hair frizz-free. And then this has no fragrance. It says here neutral fragrance. Try it in a smaller size. It's also available. Before my camera gets overheated again, I'm gonna talk about these two products. This is a repurchased item for me. I finally saw it on sale. I finally found it on sale. It's a AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser. This is so good, guys. I feel like my skin completely changed after I used this. After I ran out of it, I was like, oh my God, how come I don't have a backup? This makes such a difference in my skin on a daily basis. This is basically a facial cleanser that has like exfoliating particles, and it's also a chemical exfoliator. This is so good and so gentle. It's not irritating. I use it maybe like 2-3 times a week. This product is completely new to me. This is a 100% mineral broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen by Bliss, and is also tinted. And I want to test this here on camera. I want to see the color. It is so creamy. Blends out really nicely. It tints a little bit, but it mostly kind of blends into your skin. I don't think it's going to be very much correcting, but it feels smoothing and it feels hydrating. So I literally will be trying it tomorrow, and I will definitely be talking about it in my future videos. Also, guys, wanted to show you this bag that Ulta sent as a gift with purchase this time. Look how huge this is, you guys. And the zipper goes around, which is so comfortable to open. In the previous years, or whenever they had this gift with purchase makeup bags with a bunch of samples, they were not the greatest bags. They usually just send something that's really small, that's uncomfortable to open. You can't fit anything in it. This is a really good bag, and it's really, really cute. It's like velvet. I'm gonna show you a few of the samples that were included because some of them are actually really good. I got this Strivactin lactic acid, which is an eye treatment, exfoliator, and hydrator. Super excited about this because I've used lactic acid in the past and I had a really good result. So I've never tried this brand before. Then I got a Bobbi Brown Longwear cream shadow stick in the shade Golden Bronze. It looks like this, you guys. This is a decent size. It's like a pencil. Do you guys see how pretty this is? It's kind of like the bronzy neutral shimmer. And let me tell you guys, I've swatched this earlier. This stuff dries out and it doesn't transfer. To remove this, you need a makeup remover. Literally like locks into your skin. Want to try this so bad on the eye and see if this creases or anything like that. Let me know if you guys tried it and what your thoughts are. I'm really not a huge fan of single eyeshadow products or sticks, so this is definitely something that I usually don't reach out for. However, I'm really curious to try this because I do like the shade. It's like this taupey neutral shimmer, and it's really easy to apply, and like the fact that it doesn't move from your skin, that kind of intrigues me a lot. And then there were like more perfume samples. I got Gucci Guilty, I got Nomad by Chloe, I got the Jimmy Choo eau de perfume. Like I love, this is like one of my favorite perfumes. I actually have the larger bottle right now. And L'Interdit by Givenchy also is here. So I have this new Colossal Classic Black mascara by Maybelline, where this used to be like my only mascara that I would use. It gives me flashback. All right, guys, this is at this portion of the video, and we're waiting for Huda Beauty package to arrive so I can show you what I got. All right, guys, I am very sorry for the noise because my neighbors decided to mow the lawn right now, right outside of my window. Anyway, so I've never done this on camera, but I just had a second thought while we're waiting for Huda package to arrive. I'm still debating on these two palettes. So I did a thing, and I'm gonna do it together with you. I'm gonna compare this to a few of my palettes. I'm not gonna do swatches because my thoughts are to possibly return these back, but hear me out. I wanna show you some things. The reason why I'm questioning these, should I keep them or should I not, is because they're really small and they're two separate palettes, which kind of adds extra work. The reason why I would ever have small palettes is because I would either have them for traveling purposes, and I think this would work for that reason. However, I wanted to see if I already had something similar for smaller packaging, good quality, and something that I already like with the same similar color story, or this would be a new addition to my traveling sizes. That being said, I wanted to pull out these two palettes and this Kaja bento box that I have here in the shade 08 Chocolate Dahlia that I've spoken about many times in my channel here. I also have my Natasha De Nona mini nude palette, which is kind of a warm neutral. However, I'm not including it here because we are comparing these two palettes, and these seem to be more on a cooler, like true neutral side. So we're not bringing Natasha De Nona here because that falls into a warmer category. Let's go ahead and compare these. I'm going to be obviously not talking about the very warm palette here for obvious reasons, but I kind of wanted to, you guys watched my previous videos and I've talked about these two palettes a lot. I've traveled with them a good amount. I also love this Kaja bento box. It does have a little mirror here. This is a beautiful shimmer shade here. And then we have a medium matte, and then we also have a deep matte here, which is also kind of like a true brown neutral. So I really love this Kaja bento box. I've traveled with this a lot. The quality is amazing. So I kind of have these three options for myself already that I've traveled with. I tested and tried them already, and I love them. So question is, do I want to keep this two or not? My reasoning here is that I will be returning those two, because the only reason for that is when I travel usually go to see family, or I travel to explore areas, and to be honest with myself, I don't do heavy complicated makeups. I do something that's super easy, just put a little bit of color on my eyes, and maybe if I go out, maybe I will have a different palette with me, or maybe I'll just use one of these and just make it like a smokier eye and do some eyeliner, lashes, and call it a day. I just wanted to share my reasoning with you guys, and maybe this would be helpful to some of you. Do I really need this many palettes? I know that Lorac formula is fantastic. It's really, really good formula. However, I just got really turned off by the sizes of this palette, and then I realized that I already have something similar that I already love and much better price points here that I don't need these. So that being said, I will be returning these two palettes back. And I also decided that I will be returning this Dreamy 2 palette. I took a closer look at this and I realized that this shimmer is almost purple shimmer shade. It's like a deep purple. It looks brown here, but it's almost like a deep purple, like burgundy shift. I'm not going to be reaching for this. And this is the deepest color here. The only three mattes that are here is this very, very pale lid setting shade, then this light brown, and this warm brown. And then when I look at the shimmer shades, they're very cool tones. I don't see how I'm going to be using this palette. I talked myself out of it. I will also be returning this one back to Ulta. The Huda package finally came in. They delayed it 2 times, and this is literally 2 days after. I picked up a few more things, and these were on my wish list for quite some time. I also picked up this Wishful Honey Whip moisturizer. This is a peptide moisturizer. This seems scent free. I am very happy about that. I'll be testing this. You guys saw my full collection of eyeshadows. If you haven't, I will have that video linked for below. You guys know that I have all 3. Now I have all 3 of these palettes. I think this is like my favorite line. So this one is a Nude Rich. This one is a chocolate brown, and this one is a Wild Jaguar palette. I do not have too many cool tone palettes, and I really love how there's a depth in this palette. Now going into a holiday season and a colder season, I think I will get a good use out of this. Well, this sums up my haul. If you guys are interested in specific items and you'd like me to dedicate some or include some items in specific videos, please let me know in the comments below. I would like to take your opinions and suggestions into consideration for my future videos. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope you consider subscribing to my channel before you go. And thanks so much for watching. I will see you in my next videos. Bye.